Guys, I guess it's time to do another Burning Rome Rants because something's kind of gotten under my craw. As some of you know, recently it was New Year's. Hope everyone had a great New Year's. But for some people in Cologne, Germany, that was not the case. They had a massive amount of sexual assaults, over 40, as well as at least one rape defined there, and some women reported their clothes being stripped off. Some women were assaulted, grabbed onto, pulled onto, and this is a horrible, heinous thing that we as the West should never, ever have to deal with, and it would not be acceptable in our culture. You know what I'm getting at, guys. I know you do. It is clearly this massive issue with people not understanding how our society works here. Let's be real. And then, we all kind of knew who it was. We really did. We know who it is, where the assaults happened, and it was reported as these roving gangs of men just going onto the street assaulting women. Now, it's a bit less than that, but the inherent point is, it was. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that got under my craw. With this report, what actually has happened is our Europe, our news, and I'm forgetting the name of the other subreddit currently, they're banning people for pointing out that, well, this was probably migrants. Because, well, of course they are. This is denying. This is very similar to the Gamergate controversy that happened almost 2 years ago, which I was a part of, where the media also hides this information. The media is not really telling you about it. They're kind of ignoring it, pretending like, oh, it was just this random thing, and I'm not saying it was coordinated or anything such as that. What I'm actually saying is they're hiding it because they don't want their narrative to break. CNN did it, BBC did it, almost all German outlets did it as well, and that's something I can't stand anymore. And with these certain ideas, certain subreddits, I should say, have now put out there, and I mean this, they have put out there that they're banning people for spouting this opinion and probably what is the fact of the matter. Now, of course, not all refugees are horrible people. Some of them are actually fleeing crimes, and some of them have integrated quite well. We must always keep that in mind. Integration is the key to all of this. However, this silencing tactic is ever so present to what happened during the Gamergate controversy, except on a much larger scale. That is why I am convinced Mediagate. It is time for my fellow Gamergaters who still feel that it could bring some use, and myself, and anyone else, Sargon, Chew, Milo, Christina, whoever, to finally jump on this and say, hey, you're not reporting factual evidence. You're banning people. It's the absolute Streisand effect, and it's going to do more harm than good. It's going to hurt people longer, because I'm sure there are plenty of innocent people who did nothing wrong, and they're getting hurt because the media is suppressing this, and only bullshit's going to come out of it. That's my problem, is that they're suppressing this. They're ignoring this and pretending that they can just sweep it under the rug. And you know damn good and well that if it was European people, they would gladly say it, as in our news source does every time there's a fucking mass shooting with a white guy. You know what I mean? And hell, I'm not even white, and I'm just making that assumption. I'm just saying it like it fucking is. But this has gotten under my craw, guys. I'm being honest. It's ridiculous. It's heinous. It's getting terrible. I can't even imagine. This is how corrupt our media is to keep their fucking narrative. To keep it going. They will hide information from the public. Wasn't the media supposed to fucking be the people who came in, doors kicking, screaming, saying fuck you to the government, and yelling at them and pretending, well, that they're here to, you know, give the truth for our benefit, not to line their fucking pockets, not to have this narrative full of lies and bullshit? Because the media is fucking useless now. I mean, this is all common sense shit that I'm saying. That the media's in the pockets of the politicians, etc., so on, millions of dollars going back and forth, having narratives and certain outlets agreeing with you. This is common sense, but this incident of suppressed information, essentially banning people from subreddits, silencing all conversation, is the last straw for me. I am calling for some sort of movement. I'm using the term Mediagate for shits and giggles, because really. But there has to be something done. There really does. Because it's getting ridiculous. And we need to be a united front, guys. Trust me on that. Rome's burning. Let's light the fire for once.